It takes a few conversations to bring people around to the idea that a text-based painting can be considered art.
To have creativity in public space is really essential for the well-being of any society, because it creates moments of pause to share stories.
I think because we've got 4 going at the same time, it's encouraging people to get off the main path a bit and explore this precinct.
My name's Andrew and I'm the project manager and contributing artist for the Cutting Bridge Precinct Mural project.
My name's Sam Bloor, I'm an artist from Wally up Fremantle, and this stretch of Canning Highway is part of my daily commute.
I'm Chris Nixon and I'm an artist from Fremantle, and I'm here painting for the City of Melville.
And one of the things that really grabbed me about the neighbourhood was that it was a neighbourhood. The fact that even though you've got this really busy highway moving through the middle, the guts of this area.
Given that it's such a densely commercially populated suburb, there was a challenge to not have the artwork blend into signage. I'm Luke O'Donohoe, a West Australian visual artist.
My design is based on a site study really of how traffic passes through this space, and that relates back to my own personal experience living in Fremantle.
If I'm going on the freeway, I'm usually going to a meeting. There's an anticipation of where I'm going, and then the inverse is coming home and where I'm just relaxing.
The path is the goal is a meditation on trying to remain in the moment and enjoy life for the present that you have, especially when you're stuck in horrible traffic conditions.
We're so conditioned or calibrated to take cues from signs, and so as viewers or as artists, half your job is done using text because you've captured the audience because of the way we were conditioned, and then it's just about reeling them in a little bit further with a phrase that has a bit of temperature and says something interesting.
My design really reflects that dichotomy of an inhale to an exhale, and how I could look at that as a graphic response.
What's been part of a lot of the conversation with property owners and tenants and the approval process is this hesitation around having lettering.
I've quite consistently used a family of fonts that pretty closely resemble all your highway and freeway signs.
I guess leading up to the project was really intrigued to see people's general banter, to seeing it actually go up and how they responded to it.
I've introduced this ambiguity into what would otherwise just be a very legible text by jumbling up the words and making a bit of a collage.
Projects like this can really benefit the community in a way that is maybe a little bit surprising. It kind of offers this discovery and exploration through a community, and we hope that we can contribute to that engagement and add a bit of flavour to this precinct.
Aesthetic is always going to be the initial response, but it's deeper than that. As a finished product, I guess my hope is that it becomes woven into the neighbourhood. It becomes a landmark of sorts, but maybe more than that, it becomes familiar.
Yes, it kind of enhances the vibrancy of the suburb and all those classic benefits of public artwork, but I think it just more deeply gives people permission to realise what can be done through art.
People will for sure go, why is that word backwards? And in a good way, like it makes them read it differently and makes them think about it, and then they'll never know that that's probably why it's going that way or that, but it's just like, it's a decision that they have to consider, I guess.
I don't think we've lost the art of that interaction, but it's something that's become maybe more and more foreign for people. But there's a real value in the face-to-face. Creativity in public spaces creates those bridges and those bridges of interaction. And those points of interaction become a greater sense of belonging somewhere.